Whatever creates kind of a pleasing essence in your space is just fine. And then music, if you have a Courage to Caregivers playlist on your phone or a playlist of your own choosing, or perhaps even silence, whatever you are craving at this time, you can make it happen. And lastly, just remember that this is a place of interconnectedness for you, that this is a place of community and support, and that you are not alone in your journey. And so, having said that, I welcome everybody tonight, Monday night, to our breathing meditation practice. We're continuing this month with the theme of mindfulness. And the topic for tonight is inner calm. I just love the words inner calm. It just feels like it's where I want to be, right? What does it mean to say that someone has inner calm? Inner calm is being free from the emotions that disrupt your peace. It is recognizing what we can and cannot control. Is that even possible in this chaotic world that we live in? I found an interesting perspective on this from a psychotherapist by the name of Ashley Davis Bush. She wrote a book that sounds like a real gem, and it is called The Little Book of Inner Peace: Simple Practices for Less Angst and More Calm. I think I want to read that book. Anyway, she says regarding inner calm, this is what she says: this calm, compassionate, deep awareness is actually within each person. It's as if we have a deep reservoir of peacefulness and serenity inside of us. What we have to do is learn how to tap into it. And that is so true. I personally found what she had to say very reassuring. We all get caught up in these storms of life. It's easy to get tossed around and to feel unhinged and unbalanced at times. So how do we get better at accessing our own inner calm, even if it's been hiding deep inside for a while? So here is her perspective. And again, I love the way she writes. I loved her analogies. Picture scuba diving. Think about that for a minute. Scuba diving. So starting at the top and then going way down under the surface of the ocean. On top of the surface are all those waves, right? But venture down a few meters and you come to a place of calm and tranquility where it's full of creatures moving about at their own pace, wholly unfazed by all the action on the surface. The problem is that most of us live up on the surface where the waves are, where the turbulence and chaos are. But again, this deep calm awareness is down below the surface. So it is with us. It resides deep inside of us. And she says you don't need to shut out all the noise to find inner peace. There is an assumption that if you're in a quiet place, it will be more conducive to accessing this spot within us. But in fact, there are people who have panic attacks on the massage table. Think of that. On the massage table, having a panic attack. It can happen, right? So we don't necessarily have to be in a quiet place to find what's in here. She says you could be on a New York City subway, surrounded by people and noise, and you can close your eyes and go into this space where calmness resides. It is within your power. So how do we access this? Well, she has a few suggestions that she calls micro practices, which I love because they're not great big steps, they're little tiny micro steps. And I think when you think of accessing things in terms of micro steps, so much easier than those big leaps, right? Number one, the reason we're here, implementing breathing techniques that can be accessed anytime you need to drop down and initiate that relaxation response. Remember, slow, deep, low belly breathing, especially those long on the exhale, can do just this, right? Remind yourself that you are breathing in the first place. We breathe without thinking about it. Just remind yourself that that breath is with you and that your unique breath is your most accessible tool for self-care. She also says to nourish yourself with loving kindness and ask yourself, what do I need right now? And then go for it. Hydration, rest, food, laughter, calm, community. You choose based on what your body is telling you. And that's another thing that we do here at Courage to Caregivers. We hone that skill of awareness, right? She also says keep a gratitude journal. We talk about this all the time in breathing and meditation. Gratitude journals actually signal the brain to focus on the goodness and happiness in our lives. If you're struggling to list what you're grateful for, and it's not easy to do that every day because there's some days where we really can't see what we're grateful for. That's normal, that's common. So if you're struggling with that, instead of focusing on naming what you're grateful for, focus on naming what isn't happening in your life. For example, well, it's not raining today, or it's not snowing today. Even that tiny little micro practice of gratefulness can help immensely. And ask yourself 2 questions every day. Not only what am I grateful for, but what did I enjoy today? What is one thing that I did for myself that I truly enjoyed today? In focusing on joy, you can rewire your brain and come to a place of happiness and calm, if only for the present moment. Even if it doesn't last past one moment at a time, it is worth accessing. Also, maintaining good self-care, eating, sleeping, exercising, meditating, hygiene. These are all done mindfully. And when they're done mindfully, they resonate and they stick with you. So practice developing some of these techniques and learn to ask yourself, what do I need and when do I need it? And lastly, practice acceptance. Don't resist suffering. Suffering is always going to be there. Human beings are always going to suffer. So if you embrace it and then go with the flow, you will have a sense of flowing with instead of flowing against. Remember when we talked about being on that little raft or that boogie board up on top of the waves? If you go with the waves, you're going to have a good trip. If you fight against them, you might fall off that board or go crashing into the sea somewhere or into the shore. So go with the flow and not against it. When you're stressed, say this to yourself, and I really love this. This is what I've got. This is where I am. I'm just going to flow with it. This is hard, but I'm okay. I am calm. I am peaceful. So this just gives you a little bit of an overview of the topic tonight. I know you're going to explore this much more deeply as you get into your support group, but that was just a little hors d'oeuvre for the evening, okay? So let's get into some breathing. This is what we come here for every Monday night. So let's find a real comfortable position in the chair, feet on the floor, nice, straight, tall spine, lifting through the crown of your head. Perhaps roll those shoulders up to your ears and let them settle softly back down behind you. Maybe putting a little pillow at your back to help you to come forward and put those feet on the ground a little bit better. Palms can be down in your lap, facing down, or palms lifted, your choice. And we're going to do a little mindful breathing here, remembering that breathing gives us that anchor in the storm. Our breath becomes that anchor, which we can focus on when we find ourselves carried away by even a stressful thought. Mindful breathing also helps keep us in that present moment, which keeps us from being distracted by thinking of the past or thinking too far into the future. And so I invite you to sit comfortably, maybe close your eyes or leave them softly cast down in front of you. And then begin to notice the breath as it moves in and out of your nose, in and out, in and out. Moving in through the nose softly, and then moving gently out of the nose. And don't think too much about the breath at this point. Just notice that sensation. Notice what it feels like when the air comes in. Does it feel cool as the air comes in? And as the air goes out, does it feel a little warmer? Just notice. And as you notice the breath, just feel yourself settling in and letting go with each breath. When your mind wanders, notice any thoughts that come in without judgment, redirecting your attention every time to the breath. In and out, in and out. And then just begin to bring your awareness to any tension that you might be holding in the body, perhaps neck and shoulders, perhaps your back, your upper back, middle back, or lower spine. Perhaps any tension in your legs or feet or hands or arms. Just begin to soften that tension now, bringing awareness to the goal, which is feeling calm, relaxed, and peaceful. And then as you start to feel your body let go and relax, welcome and nourish these feelings of well-being and ease, these feelings of peace and groundedness, these feelings that naturally arise with each inhale and each exhale, and be at ease with each breath as it comes and as it goes, in and out, in and out. Be at ease with each breath. Good. And then as you are settling into your normal breathing rhythm, I will read our affirmations for tonight's practice, keeping in mind that affirmations are positive statements that we can say to ourselves that lift us out of anxiety and depression and resonate within us. When you begin to say positive things to yourself, then they become a part of you. So as you're breathing in a relaxed manner, say to yourself, I am in charge of my own well-being. I use my tools to stay connected to my inner sense of calm and peace. I am calm. I am grounded. I am at peace. I am calm. I am grounded. I am at peace. And then we're going to begin some breathing techniques called box breathing. If you can visualize a box, a square in your mind, we will begin box breathing. And the way that looks is we inhale to the count of 4. We hold the breath for the count of 4. We exhale to the count of 4. And then we hold the breath for the count of 4. So it's equal on all sides, all 4 sides of this little imaginary box that you've created in your mind. I will say that if it is uncomfortable for any of you to hold the breath like that, then don't hold it. Just do an inhale for 4 and an exhale for 4, and you can make your box look like that. So I'll count with you if you'd like to try it with me now. Inhaling to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just take a moment to experience what that type of breathing feels like in your own body. Make any adjustments as you see necessary. And I'll count with you once again. Take a nice inhale to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. I invite you to try several rounds of this at your own pace and to the rhythm of your own breath. Box breathing. This is a breathing for groundedness, inner calm, and peacefulness. So I invite you to try a little bit of this now. Good. And as that feels complete, I invite you to return to your normal pattern of breathing, taking a few more mindful breaths here, feeling that inner peace, that inner calm that you know you can tap into at any time. Our breath is the most accessible tool that we have. It is always with us. Good. And very slowly and gently, I invite you to open your eyes and come back to the present moment. Maybe taking those shoulders up to the ears one more time and then letting them roll safely down again. And we're going to begin a little bit of mindful movement tonight. We know in yoga that we link the breath and the movement together. And when we do that, it just makes things more balanced. It makes things more relaxing. And when you breathe into a certain yoga posture, it's amazing how each posture kind of fluctuates with the breath and the breath with the posture. And we're going to try some of that tonight. It can be very calming when you link the breath and the movement. And each movement has a different effect on the mind-body system. So we're going to do the 6 directions of the spine. We've done this before, and how each direction kind of, invites a different type of breath. And so again, realigning yourself on your chair with the feet flat on the floor and grounded. Nice tall spine and your weight distributed so that it's even on both sides of your body. Okay? We're going to come into our cat-cow on the chair. So we're going to move those hands forward towards the knees. So going up towards the knees as we lift the gaze and arch the back, raising our gaze, opening the heart, inhaling here. And notice when you do that, notice when you inhale, that opening and expansion of your chest and your neck and shoulders. Good. And then on the exhale, we curl the spine, taking the chin to the chest. That's our flexion. And notice that we draw that breath more inward. And again, inhaling here, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze, breathing expansion. Exhaling, the breath comes inward and we round the spine, tucking chin towards chest. I invite you to try some cat-cows on your own to the rhythm of your own breath and just invite that awareness of how the different types of breath feel in your body. Cat-cow. Good. Excellent. And then come to neutral. I'm going to move my chair back a little bit, and we're going to try some lateral side bends. So again, this is moving the spine from side to side, sitting up nice, straight, and tall. Take the left hand and place it on your chair beside you. Inhale that right arm up overhead. Lift and lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, bending to the left. And just feel how this breath feels in your body. I think every time you bring your arms up into the air, there's a little bit of energy that's created there, right? And so inhale, bringing yourself back up to a neutral spine. Placing that right hand beside you on your chair. Inhaling the left arm up overhead. Lift, lengthen, and exhale to the right. And then feel that energy. Good. You can return that hand to the seat beside you. Let's try these side bends twice more on each side. Creating that energy, remembering to lift and lengthen as you bring that arm up, and exhale as you bend to the side. Good, and then meet me back in a neutral position. I invite you to come out more towards the edge of your chair, so move yourself up from the back there. Good, and then inhale, bringing arms up overhead, press the palms together at the top, and then hands meet at heart center on the exhale. Good. Let's take that right elbow and twist, bringing it over to the left knee and bringing your head down with you to twist to the left side. Anytime we do a twist pose, we're wringing out tensions. And breathe here. Good, and then inhale back to center, pressing those palms together. Take that left elbow, inhaling here, and exhale, bringing that elbow to the right knee, twisting to the side, twisting out all those, wringing out all those toxins, wringing out any frustrations, anxiety, worries, cares. Twist them all away. And come back to center. Good. Okay, next we're going to do a forward bend. And so, again, you're further out here on the chair, so more towards the edge of the chair. Lifting arms up overhead, inhaling here, and then exhale, swan dive, pushing those hands away, and come forward, letting your head flow down towards your knees, and rest here. If you don't want to come all the way down, just come down as far as is comfortable for you, and just let your head grow heavy if you're able, and breathe, letting all that tension escape out of your upper back, your shoulders, your neck. Just let it all go. And then with your core, slowly lift the spine, slowly uncurling one vertebra at a time, coming back to seated. Great. Anytime we do a forward fold or a forward bend, that is a calming type of posture, and the breath tends to be calm during those poses. Okay. Also, forward bends and forward folds are good for preparing for rest or sleep. So, sometimes to do a few of those at night before you're ready to go to bed just brings that calmness right to where you need it at the present moment. Okay. So we're going to do a little back bending. Again, you're more up towards the top of your chair, the edge of your chair, and take your hands and bring them to the back of the chair. So your arms are out long and straight. And then from here, lift the heart, lift the gaze, and just should feel a little mini back bend in your low back there, and just breathe into that back bend. Back bends also tend to be energizing and expansive. You can feel an opening in your throat, in your chest, in your heart space, and just breathe into that expansion. Good. Let that sink in. Awesome. And as that feels complete, return to neutral. And we'll have to get up out of the chair for this last posture. We're going to do the triangle pose with a chair. And so if you have a chair nearby, stand up and bring that chair so that it is at your left side. So chair at your left side, like this. Good. And then take the left foot, the toes of the left foot, and point those toes towards the side of the chair. So your foot is pointing out like this, left foot. Take the right foot and stand with your foot facing about 45-degree angle. So left foot towards the chair, right foot at a 45-degree angle. And then take that left hand and place it on the seat of the chair, lifting the right arm up overhead as you spin the torso towards the sky. This is a triangle pose here. And breathe. The triangle pose actually incorporates all 6 directions of the spine. Good. Your gaze can be up at your fingers, or your gaze can be straight ahead if your neck doesn't like looking up like that. Good. And then release, coming back to standing. Now I invite you to bring that chair to the other side. So now your right side will be against the chair here. Okay. Spin those right toes towards the seat of the chair. Left toes are about a 45-degree angle, and the right hand comes down on the seat, bringing the left arm up above and just spiraling your torso towards the sky. Maybe stepping those feet out a little wider for a wider stance. And breathe. Triangle pose. Very good. Great job, everyone. You can release the hands, come back to standing, and then find your way back to your chair. So whenever we do the 6 directions of the spine, not only does that help with joint movement, fluidity, flexibility, but it also creates balance. When you move that spine in all 6 directions every day, it creates a lot of balance in your body. And strength too in your legs and in your torso. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I invite you now to get ready for our final resting posture of Shavasana. Find your comforts, your pillows, your blankets. Maybe turn your lights down low in your sanctuary there. Maybe you have a candle flickering or a diffuser, sending out some aromatherapy into your space there, whatever is comfortable for you. And just get real cozy. Maybe using your playlist to put on some soft music or finding stillness in your sanctuary. And we're going to do a little meditation tonight on inner peace. And as you're making adjustments, maybe coming down to the floor or to your bed or a couch, I invite you to get cozy, snuggle those shoulder blades underneath you, and really stretch out, feeling your feet on each corner, feeling your back body long and light, your whole body supported by the earth beneath you. And then gently close your eyes. So we're going to use the power of visualization to cultivate inner peace. Begin to bring your awareness to the breath. In and out, in and out. Breathe in and out at the natural rhythm of your own breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Letting your body feel heavy, supported. Letting any tension in your body just melt away. Notice if there's any particular place that you may be holding tension. And just let that place soften and let go. I'd like you to visualize walking through a majestic forest. The trees are growing tall around you, gently swaying in the breeze. The forest floor is soft and has various ferns and small plants growing about. Take a deep breath in. Smell this refreshing air, perhaps imagining that you can smell the dense forest all around you. You can see the sun dappling through the leaves, and you can hear the sounds of this healing forest all around you. As you walk along each step you take makes you feel more and more connected to a sense of deep inner peace. The sound of trickling water catches your ears and you follow it. You come to find a small, beautiful stream curving through the forest. The water is crystal clear, and you just might step in to feel it for yourself with your feet. As you step into the stream, the water is crisp and cold, but extremely invigorating. You feel a wave of peace travel up your legs, into your hips and pelvis, relaxing you deeply, traveling up into your abdomen and back, all the way to your shoulders and down each arm, feeling so light and refreshed. This wonderful sensation then travels up to your neck and to your head. This is the very essence of inner peace. This beautiful stream that you have found represents the eternal flow of life. It never stops running, and it never ceases to trickle through the woods, supplying nature with fresh water. Hear the rhythm of the stream below you and allow it to bring you peace and relaxation. Now allow the image of the forest and the stream to fade from your mind, but bring along with you the calm and relaxation you discovered here in this stream of peace. Acknowledge the flow of life in anything you do, and everything that happens is a way to access inner peace whenever you wish. So let's practice now some simple techniques that you can use to access these rhythms of life. And this brings about a call to your inner power of peace. As you allow yourself to become more centered in the present moment, use this technique of counting your breath to enter into this place and time. And as you breathe, let yourself become more aware of your physical body in this moment, noticing how it takes up space in this room, how the air feels against your skin, how the clothes feel on your body. Now allow your breath to be at a natural pace that is comfortable for you as you keep your awareness on your body and as you expand to include any emotions or thoughts you may be having. Just observe them without judgment, as if you were watching a movie, paying close attention to every detail within the physical sensations in your body, the emotions in your heart and in your mind, and the thoughts that you are experiencing. And as you observe both your physical body and your emotions, and having your thoughts and having an awareness of the world around you, in this moment, just accept them all. Accept them just as they are. There is nothing to change. In this moment, your only job is to accept. Whether the thoughts feel good or bad, it doesn't matter. In this space, all thoughts, all feelings, and awareness are simply accepted. Our deepest inner peace comes when we are truly able to be present in the moment while accepting all that is as it is. You are calm. You are grounded. You are at peace. You are accepting of everything with love and compassion. There's no greater work you can do. For these next few moments, practice this one on your own, staying aware of your thoughts, feelings, and physical body and the world around you, and just letting it be as if you are on the outside looking in with love and compassion. And with your awareness completely in the world around you, as well as your internal landscape, you may notice a light floating sensation in your body as you detach from judging anything and just accept everything as it is. This light floating sensation is inner peace. There is nothing to change, nothing to chase. Simply all there is to be. Now begin to focus all of your senses, but only one at a time. And with my guidance, you will move from sense to sense, experiencing the flow of life. First, bring about a visual of yourself in your mind. Now become aware of your hands and notice the sensations of touch in your fingertips. Notice what you are hearing, such as the sound of my voice, or some relaxing music, or even stillness. What do you hear? Now take a nice breath in through the nose and see if you can smell any fragrance or aroma. What do you smell? Now access the sense of sight. Notice the darkness behind closed eyes. Now back to the power of visualization. See your home, see your sanctuary, the space that you are in. Visualize this without opening your eyes. What do you see? Focusing on your hands again, knowing where they are. What textures are nearby that can be felt? What do you feel? To your ears again, hearing the sound of my voice, music or stillness. Breathe deeply and see if you can smell anything or even remember a smell as you breathe. Once again, letting the vision behind your eyelids deeply calm your own vision. You have nowhere else to be right now, feeling so relaxed and balanced. You are cultivating inner peace at this very moment. You are calm. You are grounded. You are at peace. You were born with this peace, and it has never left you. Perhaps you have just forgotten about it. You forgot about how to access it until now. With this peace, extend it out to everyone you know, all of the nature around you, your entire city or community, feeling yourself sending this peace to the entire world. Clearly seeing everyone accessing their own inner peace. And then with every mindful breath, let that peace return back to you. You are that peace. You are that sense of calm. Let it fill you. Let it fill your generous, caregiving heart. The heart that cares for so many loved ones each and every day. And rest. Rest well. Rest well. Very, very gently and very slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the body. Perhaps starting to move in small ways, wiggling fingers, toes, rocking your head a little bit from side to side, just bringing your awareness back. And when that feels complete, just roll to one side, making a little pillow for your head with your elbow. And for tonight, just stay right there and rest, taking some mindful breaths, continuing to awaken slowly and gently. And I will read a little closing meditation for tonight. This is from Marianne Williamson, and she says, "Inner peace doesn't come from getting what we want, but from remembering who we are." And this last one is unknown, and it says, Peace does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, no trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of all those things and still be calm and peaceful in your heart.